Like it or not, things are changing in the world of personal transport. Although the jury is still out on whether we will shift to all electric, to hydrogen fuel cells, to synthetic fuels, or some hybrid mix of these, and there is still discussion around the various pros and cons of each of them, time will ultimately tell. However, electric motorbikes are already here. Hello and welcome to Moto Chatter. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Putting aside all the questions around electric vehicles for the moment, in this video we'll take them at face value and we're going to look at 5 of the best electric motorcycles that are already available for you to buy right now. It's a truly eclectic mix, so sit back and enjoy. There should be at least one that piques your interest. Let's dive in. The Energica Eva Ribelle. A well-established company, Energica Motor Company operates out of Modena, Italy, and is the company that supplies the bikes for the Moto E Championship, which runs at the MotoGP events around the world. They have 3 models, the SA9, the Ego, which is the high-performance sports bike raced in Moto E, and the Eva Ribelle, which is a hyper-naked version of the Ego essentially, but with a lower top speed and a more practical riding position. For my money, it's a really good-looking and well-designed bike, and I especially like the trellis frame, which you can spec in red or black, and it speaks of classic Ducatis of old. The Eva Ribelle may have a reduced top speed of the Ego, being limited to 125 miles an hour or around 200 kilometers an hour, but it will get you there very quickly. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour or around 0 to 60 is 2.8 seconds, with the new for 2021 RS version getting you there in 2.6 seconds thanks to a revised map. You get a 21.5 kilowatt hour battery, which is good for 400 kilometers or 250 miles in the city. It'll do 180 kilometers or around 112 miles extra urban, or 320 kilometers or around 143 miles combined. Energica stressed that these figures come from real world on-road testing and not some complicated mathematical equation. With a DCFC mode 4 fast charger, you can fully charge it in an hour, with mode 2 and 3 slow charging taking around 6 hours to get a full charge. Power is 107 kilowatts or 145 horsepower, and torque is 250 newton meters or 159 pound-foot from the oil-cooled permanent magnet motor. It has 4 riding modes: urban, eco, rain and sport, and 4 regen maps: low, medium, high and off. There is 6-level traction control along with cruise control, all operated through the TFT dash with integrated GPS and My Energica app connectivity. Seat height is 710mm or 31.1 inches, and there is a park assist feature where it will move slowly at 2.8 kilometers an hour or just under 2 miles an hour to assist with maneuvering. It comes in Rosso Corsa or Stealth Grey, has 43mm fully adjustable Marzocchi forks, a bi-tubu shock, 4-piston Brembo brakes with 330mm discs, and 2-piston caliper with 240mm disc at the rear. It has a cast aluminium swing arm and wheels, and comes supplied with Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3 tyres. There are various accessories available, including full all-in suspension, heated grips, keyless ignition, a windscreen, panniers, tank bag, carbon goodies, and even Oz forged wheels. Prices start at €28,059, with the RS version starting at €29,547. As well as the extra acceleration, you also get an uprated chain, RS decals, paddock stand, and an indoor cover for the extra cash. It will go significantly further on a full charge than my Aprilia will go on a full tank, although I would destroy it on top speed, at the track of course. But despite its low top speed, the Eva Ribelle is still a very interesting option. The Harley-Davidson Livewire. Harley-Davidson have been operating out of Milwaukee, USA since 1903. Launched in 2019 in the USA, Canada and Europe, the Harley-Davidson Livewire is continuing to be made available in countries across the world. For me, it certainly looks like a Harley despite the obvious differences, and it keeps the classic belt final drive. It has mid-mounted foot pegs with a more aggressive riding position than we are perhaps used to seeing from Harley, and it comes with a 15.5 kilowatt hour battery pack, which can be DC fast charge to 80% in 40 minutes or to 100% in an hour. Level 1 and 2 charging would take 11 hours and 14 minutes according to my calculations. Power is 78 kilowatts or 105 horsepower with 86 pound-foot or 116.6 newton meters of torque, which should propel you to 60 miles per hour or 100 kilometers an hour in 3 seconds, as maximum torque is always available. Going from 60 to 80 miles an hour takes 1.9 seconds. City range is 140 146 miles or 235 kilometers, and combined range is 95 miles or around 152 kilometers. The Livewire comes very well equipped with Showa big piston forks and a fully adjustable Showa monoshock, 330mm discs with Brembo monoblock calipers. You get cornering ABS, traction control, 7 rider modes which mediate the power, regen, throttle response and traction control. There are 4 preset modes: Sport, Road, Range and Rain, and 3 customizable modes to suit your specific preferences. It also has drag, torque, slip control to prevent the rear wheel locking under regen, I suppose like an electric bike slipper clutch in effect. The Livewire has all-round LED lights, 4.3-inch TFT dash with Harley Davidson Connect, linking the bike to the phone app to monitor the bike's status or giving you the ability to track it. Seat height is 30 inches or 762mm, and there is a wide range of accessories available. I like the 3 colours it comes in: vivid black, orange fuse and yellow fuse. They all suit the bike really well, and I particularly like how they've placed the motor underneath the battery. This not only lowers the centre of gravity, but it gives it an engine-like look. Prices start from $29,799 US, and it's available right now. Zero DS, DSR and DSR-BF. Zero Motorcycles is now well known as an electric motorcycle builder. Operating out of California, they have a range of electric bikes, which include the SRS, a sports tourer style bike, the SRF, a naked bike, and the SR and S, which seem to be more of a commuter or city style bike. Today though, we're going to focus on the other half of their range, which is the DS and FX models. DS, standing for Dual Sport, sees 3 versions. The DS, a kind of Scrambler version, the DSR, which is a more performance-focused version with a bigger battery, and the DSR-BF, the BF standing for Black Forest, which is more of an adventure-style bike for touring. The DSR Black Forest comes with the same 14.4 kWh battery pack as the DSR, and both have the option of Zero's power tank, which increases the maximum capacity of the battery to 18 kilowatts and extends the range. City mileage for the Black Forest version without the power tank quoted range is 157 miles or 253 kilometers. With the power tank, this increases to 196 miles or 315 kilometers. Combined range is 91 miles or 146 kilometers without the power tank, and 114 miles or 183 kilometers with the power tank. Power is 72 horsepower or 52 kilowatts, and torque output is 116 pound-foot or 157 newton meters, with a top speed of 102 miles an hour, which is around 162 kilometers an hour. With a standard charger, 100% charge is achieved in 9.8 hours. With the power tank, this takes a little longer as the battery capacity is higher, so it takes 12.1 hours. But with the maximum accessory charges, this is cut to 2.8 hours and 3.3 hours respectively. The DSR Black Forest comes with Showa 41mm USD fully adjustable forks and fully adjustable 40mm Showa shock. It has J-Hwan brakes with Bosch Gen 9 ABS, as do the other dual sport models. Wheel travel is 178mm front and 175mm at the rear. It has a 19-inch front wheel for better off-road performance with Pirelli MT60 tyres, and as you can see, comes with hard case panniers. The seat height is 33.2 inches or 843mm, and with the power tank, it weighs in at 241 kilograms or 531 pounds. Prices start from $18,995 US without the power tank. If you want the extended range, prices start at $21,890 US. The DSR starts at $15,495 without the power tank and $18,390 US with it. The DSR is quoted as having a few extra miles range over the Black Forest version, although it doesn't come with the panniers, but it does have the same wheel and tyre setup. Zero FX. The other model from Zero that I wanted to mention is the FX, which as you can see is distinctly set up for off-road use, although there is an FXS Supermoto style version which comes with Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 tyres. The FX, however, is ready to go off-road and is supplied with Pirelli Scorpion MT90 tyres on a 21-inch spoked front wheel and an 18-inch rear spoked wheel. There are 2 battery size options, 3.6 and 7.2 kilowatt hours. The 7.2 kilowatt hour is good for 91 miles or 146 kilometers in the city, or 54 miles, 87 kilometers combined. It will take 9.7 hours to charge to 100% on a standard setup and 1.8 hours with the max accessory chargers. Power is 46 horsepower or 34 kilowatts with 78 pound-foot or 106 newton meters of torque, and it will reach 85 miles an hour, around 137 kilometers an hour. It has a similar brake and suspension setup to the dual sport models, but with more wheel travel, 218mm at the front and 227mm at the rear. Consequently, seat height is higher than the DS models at 34.7 inches or 881mm, but it is significantly lighter, weighing in at just 131 kilograms or 289 pounds, with the largest 7.2 kilowatt-hour battery. Prices start at $11,295 US with a 7.2 kilowatt-hour battery pack, or $9,295 US with the smaller battery pack. RGNT Classic and Scrambler. Hand built in Sweden, the Classic and the Scrambler are based around the same platform and both have an 11 kilowatt or 15 horsepower hub motor, which is good for 120 kilometers an hour or around 75 miles an hour on its 7.7 kilowatt hour battery. It has a range of 120 kilometers or around 75 miles, and it can be charged from 0 to 100% in 8 hours. RGNT say that they are inspired by the past and focused on the future. This is evident from the look of the bike and the numerous styling options available to customize your ride, but the bikes also come with all-round LED lights, a 7-inch display and built-in GPS with cloud connectivity. They ride on aluminium wheels with Avon Trail Raider tires, brakes are J-Juan and have a combined braking system, and there are 35mm forks up front with 34mm twin shocks out the rear. Prices start at €11,950 for the Scrambler and $12,495 for the Classic, so it's a practical city bike with some chic retro style and 21st century features. So which one of these 5 would you consider? Or maybe there's an electric motorbike that you like that I haven't mentioned here. Maybe you don't like the idea of electric motorbikes at all. Let me know in the comments below where you stand. I'd be really interested to know. And if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for plenty more motorcycle videos to come. And whatever you do, have a great day and thanks for watching.